There's just a never-ending spider infestation.
A little hand on the knee, look.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez, it's a little 12. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Little Cusco sun plug.
Little upside down Cusco.
Yeah. No one knows it's there. So we've like nearly modified every part of this car. We haven't done an oil change yet. There's got a bedding oil in it, so now this will be the first oil change. There's going to be more. Like, I'm going to have to get this car on the road. I want to put an oil cooler on it. Yeah, there's loads of little things to do, and I just love that you can still get them. Pretty cool. Got it from Flo's. Thank you, Flo, for all the bits and being very, very close and convenient. I love that in Japan you always see TRD as TRLD on Yahoo. It's just lovely. Yeah, they just go TRLD.
The mayhem.
Nice. Look like a man that's done a few oil changes.
Just to stop the splash.
I'll have to get some underbody shots someday before it's all gone.
Oh yeah, a lot of nice fucking stuff on the magnetic.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Little fuzzy
Man.
It's good to have him for that moment.
Exactly. Like, you know that's not around your engine now, that's just...
All the little shavings came out. We're trying not to make a mess.
We will make a mess.
We will make a mess.
I have a little rag down, so it's not for lack of trying. But we have brake cleaner.
It is surreal, like when we were over the other day, just going like it's kind of finished now. It'll never be finished. There's no such thing as fucking finished.
Never, like.
There's like 20 other things I want to do to this, so it's not the end. But the mission to get it on the road is almost complete.
It's still lovely and golden.
Yeah. I guess it hasn't done a whole lot.
Yeah,
We got
some nice Motul oil.
Motul 1040. Beautiful.
I'm gonna get a little bit now for Neil's finger.
My finger for this.
No, I'll put it on Fisher and you can put it up.
Love that.
Clean hands here. Oh yeah.
Lubricate. Yeah. That looks great. No one knows that's there. Well, everyone knows it's there now, but it's funny, like the creepiness of knowing to match this to these, and then the red on the filter matching the fucking Polybush kit, which also matched the seats, the center of the wheels, and the red lines, which is like really creepy levels, and then the harnesses and the cam cover or the valve cover then matching. You know, like there's a full team, and then the red and blue on the Coyo Rad, and then hopefully then I can get blue and red AN Earl's fittings then for the oil cooler kit, and just like everything will be red, blue, silver, black, and little tiny sprinkles of white. That's the...
Yeah, even the wood ones matching the bay and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just a nice move. Do I know the funniest thing ever? Don't know if they'll see it on camera here. All those things that look like scratches are all cobwebs.
Spider webs.
There's spider webs everywhere. Look at that. Holy shit, man. So the Spideys are here forever. Look at them all. Look at all those webs.
Must be close by.
What the fuck?
It's funny, they're just
Just everywhere. Are they just living in the car forever?
I think it's just a spidey cunt. Yeah, somewhere there.
Like there's just a never-ending spider infestation. After all this 7 years, the spiders are still here.
Gulp, gulp, gulp. Take it.
This is the last time for a while, for a good while. A lot of people have been wondering if we're ceramic coating or doing all sorts of stuff, but for now, just nice Maguire's Carnauba. Not sponsored by them, we just like Maguire's. Jackie, you're going to teach me how to wax.
Yeah.
Have to mind this yoke now. So the wax just seals the paint, I guess. Like it's like a protective coating. Like what someone would have said, doing like ceramic coat or all this other stuff.
You can do what you want. You know what I mean?
But we'll do this for now.
Do this for now. Look, ceramic coat has this fucking... It's easy heat.
Yeah.
Like, Like you're going to be using the car. Right?
Exactly.
I mean,
And then what, 10 minutes there? I hate doing this.
Yeah, when camera goes away then Neil just drops it. Right, Jackie, you keep doing that.
well, Jack?
He has the polish stance down to a T as well. Look at that. Look at that.
The little hand on the knee, look.
Yeah. And you'll have to swap knees now in a minute when you get to the door.
Jesus, that's shiny. How much shinier can this, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to look shinier than the last time we did it. It's like it's made of glass. Look at that. The old black really comes to life. See it? All ready for the big show. We set up today so we can go up in the morning. We're leaving at 5:30. Suits you, mate. You nervous to own it? Yeah. All the things that people will ask you, be like, why didn't you get an enclosed trailer? Why didn't you ceramic coat it? I can't believe you're doing all this stuff. Like, you know, it's just like, we don't have a fucking washer to be doing this. Should have spent all my money building this heap of shit.
Yeah, can't afford a trailer now.
Yeah. It's never going to look this clean ever again. It's never, ever going to look this clean ever again.
It'll probably be this clean tomorrow morning for you to leave as well.
You're at the crest of the waves now. It's all downhill.
Yeah, no, it is. 5:57, Stephen. What a buzz.
What a car to be in.
Yeah. Bringing the 86 to Mondello for Ireland's oldest Japanese car show. Big moment for it. Big moment. What a funny thing. We got the lads behind us. Yeah, it's pretty surreal. Watching the sun come up on my 86 was insane. Like, felt like a new chapter, like a new dawn, as corny as that sounds. I got Josh to trailer it up as I didn't have insurance at the time. It would have been really cool to drive it up, but I was happy to just be a passenger in the K11. My favourite part about going to these events is literally just the cruising up with mates, all our cars looking really good, all driving up together. It's nearly more fun than actually being at the event. Just the sun coming up, super rare morning, because it's usually always raining in Ireland, especially in April. But that sun coming up and just beaming off the side of all of our cars, and especially the 86. I think after all that effort, like the 7 years of misery and the lead up to this and everything, just seeing the car on the trailer like that, and just that reflection up the side of it, like it was just amazing. And I was getting to enjoy this with all my friends, like we were all together, all going to the event, all as just like a crew, and it was like everyone was coming together and we could just enjoy the celebration of almost the finale of the journey to finish this thing. Bringing the 86 to Ireland's oldest Japanese car show was epic. I never thought I'd get a chance to bring my 86 back to it. We brought the 86 to Japfest in 2017 when it was just before I tore it apart. And it was funny, but I definitely didn't think it was going to take that long to get back up there again. The video more or less ends here because once the gates opened, I was literally stuck next to the 86 from like 7 o'clock in the morning until about 6 o'clock in the evening. I think I shook over 2,000 hands. It was just insane, the amount of people coming up talking and wanting to just have a conversation about the car. My voice is still gone from how much I talked that day. I completely lost my voice at the event and I got sick, I think, from shaking so many people's hands and just talking to everybody. The human brain, I don't think, can process that much, but like it's all good complaints. It was just such a cool checkpoint to bring the car to this event, kind of like a finale. And I'm grateful for Dave and the lads at Drift Games for kind of pushing me to get the car to this event, because it probably could have went on for the rest of the summer just doing stuff on the car, but we all kind of came together real quick. I guess if you have an actual checkpoint on the horizon, it kind of gives you the extra push to get it done. The last 3 weeks of just putting the videos out, the reactions have been insane. Like there's hundreds, there's nearly 1,000 comments on the reveal video, and I haven't got through them all yet, but I definitely will. I like replying to everybody and just having conversations. All the comments, the positivity, it's actually been overwhelming, to be honest. I don't think I was ready for it. You know, you're kind of doing this thing in private for the last 7 years and just putting videos on the internet, but I wasn't really talking to people in real life about it. So then finally just bringing the car to this event and having like thousands of people coming up to me talking about it and stuff, you know, it's just like completely overwhelming. This 86 is the most passionate car that I've wanted to build. It's a dream car, so finally building the car that I've obsessed over every detail and finally unveiling it and showing it to the world, like, just, I've never felt that before. Like, I've never had that feeling. I've grown up with all my friends and they've all had incredible cars, and I've always been the guy with the camera, you know, when I had Juicebox as the blog and that, I'm always the guy that's documenting. So to be finally the guy that's like chucked under the limelight with main stage with my car being something that people want to see, I've never really had that. It was very, very unusual. People just give me like nice pictures at Japfest, so cool, like Polaroids. I got inspired by Yuyo, and I mentioned it in the videos, like his black 86. He had an 85 and then he had an 86, but the black cars that he built back in the 99-ish 2000 era were like the biggest inspiration for me. Like I said in a previous video when I painted the car black, when I saw his footage in like 2005 or 2006, like it literally shaped my tastes and my interests going forward. And as I was putting the car together, I kind of did it in a way where like I left off the rear window trims, and even the EC Works mirrors I had them like slightly drooped, and like just kind of like was trying to channel the you know, the Yuyo style that I was obsessing over for so long in magazines. When I shared pictures of it on the T37s with the no trim on the back and the slightly drooped EC Works mirrors, like Yuyo commented on it saying that it reminded him his car from years ago, and he loved the comment. And then when I thanked him underneath, like he loved that also. And like I tried not to fanboy over it, because like I don't really fanboy over stuff like that, but like the guy that inspired me like more than anybody else, and like the person's car that I've literally obsessed over for the last nearly 20 years, for the guy that built the car, that was the main inspiration for me to find my car, like it, and then like love hard things I'm saying. Then we wrote to each other in the DMs and I thanked him so much, and he said thank you for, like, you know, the kind words and stuff. Like he literally, I got the nod from the guy that the guy I cared about the most in the 86 world. To get that nod from the guy that inspired me more than anyone else is probably the best feeling in the entire world. And like, I know Facebook is kind of nonsense these days and social media can be dangerous and stuff, but that's like one of the things where like a guy from the most furthest away place in the world that inspired me knows my car exists now, like, to me is absolutely mind blowing. The lads gave us an award. I've never really won anything in life. I'm not really that kind of person, but this one felt really special. Like, you know, I've never really been one that's aimed to win a prize at anything. But when the lads came over and handed us an award for best car at the entire show, like that was mental. I don't know, something that's not something that was even on the cards for me. Like, I just wanted to bring my car to this event. But yeah, I'll hold that dearly, as corny as it is. And you know, it's not about prizes, because there's a lot of people at the event that had put their heart and soul into their car, but I guess it just meant a lot. It felt like just a nice checkpoint on the journey of the 86 build. I never thought in a million years, going to this event and documenting it for the last 10 or 15 years, that I would ever be someone that would have something to be really proud of at the event and then win an award for it. So now that that's out of the way, I can actually start looking forward to getting the car on the road, sorting out, like, just giving it the final kind of spanner check and, you know, small little issues and getting insured and stuff. That's something I want to do over the next few weeks. This car has been so relatable to so many people. Like, I guess the misery and the long journey, like 7 years, I didn't bang this out in like a couple of months. It's a proper passion project where I was going insane some of the times during the build, and then somehow we've made it to this checkpoint. Not really the finish. I know I've captioned this video, my 86 is finished, but it's never finished. They're never finished. We all know this. It's just at a point where I can start to drive and enjoy it now. But as I said in the unveil video for the car, like, I'm addicted to the journey and the mission and meeting random people, and the excitement for me is in the journey. It always is with projects and that. And I'm excited to do more of this now with Juicebox. Like, I have more stuff in the pipeline I want to do. Like, I've got a lot of stuff in the tank, and especially because I've gone full-time now, I really want to just give this a shot with Juicebox going forward as well. Like, I want to shed some light on other people that have similar stories like this. There's so many people that have done this and they just didn't put it on the internet, or they didn't have like a YouTube following like this. I've always prided myself on like seeking this stuff out with Juicebox when it was a blog, or with the videos, cool builds, projects, maybe stuff people don't really know about, shed tours and that, and just adventures. So going forward, I want to do a lot more like features on people's really cool cars and stuff that has, you know, great stories, just very relatable content. Because I think the strongest point with Juicebox is always the relatability. Like, there's no front with this. There's no like, hidden agenda or anything. It's just me capturing the stuff I'm passionate about. And we're all just extremely regular guys with regular lives. And I think that's very relatable. And that's probably the strongest point with Juicebox. And I guess the sense of humor and the group of friends, a lot of people on here have similar groups of friends, and it's just a reflection of what they're getting up to in their shed, but maybe not necessarily filming it. So I guess a lot of people are asking like what's next, so I kind of just want to give a little bit of an idea of where I want to go with stuff. I want to build a Type R. I don't want to give too much away yet, but obviously, you know, going to Osaka and seeing all that stuff, and like Hondas have always been a big part of like my car passion over the years, and that through Flip and Jackie and guys like that. So 100% want to build a Honda on the channel. I also have the AE86 in Japan, which I'm hoping to bring home. I also want to build a Silvia on the channel, or an S chassis. So that's something I'm really going to aim for. A car with history as well. I know I've generated a lot of history with my car now because of the story it had, but I've always been fixated on a car that had a past in Japan. So my goal is to try get something and delve into its history. Because one of the biggest strong points on this channel is like the history and delving into magazines and like old footage and old rare parts and stuff. I feel like not a lot of channels cover that on YouTube, and it's something I'm really passionate about. People always compliment the Japan series, and now I'm currently working on Japan with a plan. I've been doing it for the last few weeks. Why I made this end piece on the video, mainly because I had a plan of doing a whole episode of when we unveil it at the show, but I didn't get a chance to film anything. But I thought it'd be a good opportunity to just let you know what's coming next. The videos are going to go back to the past again now, because I said they were going to catch up so we could get the 86 out, but there's a few videos I want to get out that were in between 86 progress last year. The Japan with a plan series, I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I'm busting my ass off doing that at the moment. And oh yeah, out of nowhere I bought a K70 also, which is going to come up on the channel soon. It's going to be a cool kind of like side build with all the parts that are left over from my 86, so like it's not going to be like a mental restoration, but I just want to chuck together a KE. My top 5 cars that I've ever wanted to own in my life are an 86, a S13, EK9 Civic, what else? K70, which is very unusual. I just love K70s, and a 32 GTR. So like it's starting to turn into like a weird one of those, my top 5, but they've always been my like dream cars for various reasons. Like I love K11s as well, but like if there was a top 5 like list of stuff that I'd love to own in my life, it's those. I would really love to hear your comments and suggestions on here too. I love hearing people's suggestions for the channel and that, and what they like, what they don't like, what they'd like to see more of. Yeah, I'm hoping to get the shop going very soon as well. Like I'm trying to build a Shopify shop in the background and just clean things up a bit, because I guess the merch is another way that I'm going to like sustain doing this. Like going at this full time the last few months has been absolutely terrifying. Like I'll be honest, you know, because I'm investing my life into a YouTube channel, which is very bizarre and an unusual concept, but I think we've enough of a following here that people are just really appreciative of like I feature a lot of strange stuff and like get really in depth on things, and I guess like it moves at a more realistic pace for people, so you guys really appreciate it. I'm obviously doing something right because it's kind of still working, but without like the support of you guys that are supporting on the Patreon and or Patreon, however way you say it. I listen to too much Blind Boy and he says Patreon, so I've kind of lifted it from him, but yeah, for people that like, you know, have supported on the Patreon and that, you've managed to enable me to have like a sustainable income. Between that and like the small bit of Google AdSense, I've actually been able to clear like a wage each month and really invest my time and effort into doing this, and it means so much to me. When I do some of the merch launches as well, that stuff is, I'm able to drip feed that and sustain it. That's where all the income has been coming from, through those 3 avenues. So like, if I can somehow sustain that for the next year and just keep bringing the same kind of content that people appreciate, I think we've got a really nice little space on the internet where people really like the rabbit holes and just the obsession over like Japanese shitboxes and like just, I don't know, weird chassis and all sorts. So yeah, if you want to support me on the Patreon and like support what we're doing here at Juicebox, I'll leave the link below. I do really appreciate it and it means the world to me. I do feel a bit awkward asking for like, you know, money and stuff. It's a bit odd, but like I've definitely brought a lot and put a lot of my heart and soul and time and effort into this YouTube channel, and it is really appreciated. So if you can afford to support on the Patreon or Patreon, I really do appreciate it. And if you can't, because I know a lot of people aren't in a financial situation to do that, the people that can pay are paying for you. All the footage and everything up here will be free always. the videos and everything that we're doing up here is always going to be free, and I'll always have it free. You know, it's not going to be behind any sort of a paywall or whatever people say, but the people that can support on Patreon are paying for the people that can't, and if you can't, that's totally fine. I completely understand. I'm incredibly grateful to everyone that has supported Juicebox, either through the merch, the Patreon, or like through just even watching the ads and stuff. And even if just you're supporting without even giving me anything, just the fact that you enjoy what's happening here and you're a fan, it means the world to me and the lads. We get such a kick out of it. I'm excited for this new chapter with the channel. Thank you so much to everyone that's stuck around for the last 7 years. It's been an absolute blast. I'm going to give it 110% for the next year. This means everything to me, and it's been such a cool journey. And if it all falls apart tomorrow, I had such a blast, and I've got memories to last a lifetime. Consider support on Patreon, and please stick around. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Take care and goodbye. Double-handed wave. See you. Yeah, cheers. Thank you.